red belt sparring drill number 2 is called stand up. I'm working on the concept that I've been pushed down to the ground or fallen down on the ground, which is not a place I want to be. As someone who's primarily a Taekwondo based fighter, I'd like to be standing up. So I'm down here, but my attacker's still standing above me, and I got to figure a way to get up from down here. One way we'll practice in class, a smarter way of getting up, instead of trying to have both of my hands down on the ground to push me up. A lot of the way the ground fighters work on this, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu people work on getting up, is to have one hand behind me. If I've got my gloves on, because we're doing this in class with sparring gear sometimes, just for safety purposes, and I don't want to push my palm flat on the ground because that'll kind of stretch my gloves out. So I'll do it as a fist. Just an easier way to do that. So my right hand's behind me, fist on the ground, left foot's in front of me. Okay, that foot there, so my left hand's in front of me here too. This hand can be blocking, swatting at them, trying to punch them or claw at them if they're coming at me. That left foot, since I'm a Taekwondo person, I know how to kick. That foot can be trying to kick them in their shin, in their knee, kick them up wherever I can reach them, okay? That's my defensive part if I'm on the ground for here, but I don't want to stay on the ground long. My point is to get up, stand up. So from here, left side in front of me, right hand planted behind me, I'll push up with that right hand, get my booty off the ground, swing that right leg behind me into a fighting stance there I can do stand up. So that's my goal, is to stand up quickly. So one more time, from here, my right leg's planted underneath me here. Okay, a lot of times that's just easier to kind of pull yourself up on that foot right there anyways to get up on the knee, but I don't want to be on the knee, I want to get up quick. So here I got my left side in front of me, left foot for kicking, left hand for blocking or swatting at him, then right hand pushes into the ground, get my booty up, swing that right foot back, and now I'm up in my fighting stance. You do the same thing with the left side behind you. So my right foot's in front, right hand's in front, left hand's behind me. Left hand's the one that pushes into the ground, gets my booty up, lets me slide that left foot down here, and I got up in my fighting stance and get away. So a version of this that we'll do in class is partner A will be standing up, partner B will be sitting down, and her goal is to stand up. Whether we get 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that, I'll give them a certain time to work on getting up in class. We're not going to do it too long. So the judge will say, go. Her job is to try to stand up, so she's trying to use her legs there. That's the defensive part, but as she tries to get standing up, then my goal is to not let her up. So again, one more time, she did some good stuff there at the very beginning of that. She tried to kick at my legs, right? And that's smart, that's a good way of doing it. If you're practicing this or you're letting your kid practice, your student practice at home, no fast kicks. I don't want any fast kicks to the leg. I don't mind them pushing their foot out, putting pressure on my leg or something, but I don't want them to snap my knee just in practice. In class, we're doing this to give us both a chance to practice something important to learn, but I don't want anybody getting hurt. So she's starting to maybe throw those kicks a little bit, but that's not the main thing to practice on. Those kicks are meant to drive me back and give her space. If I'm in too close, she can use that foot for those kicks, or her hand or something like that. Okay, that's supposed to get me away. While I'm getting away and trying to rethink another angle, she got up. Okay, another version of that, she's down on the ground, and maybe instead of me going back while she's throwing those kicks, I'm sidestepping over here. Now I'm in too close. Now she can't do anything. Can't use those legs for anything. She can try to find her way to use that hand, maybe punch my leg or wrap it around my leg and pull me down to the ground or something too. But her goal is to get up, not to bring me down to the ground. So she's got to be thinking about that. As soon as we start about this far away, as soon as the judge says go, her goal should be I want to get up fast. If she knows that I'm going to jump in there real quick, she might be smart and get that foot up and start bringing it at me a little bit with some kicks. Go ahead. Okay? But her goal is to try to get up. My goal is to try to push or pull, do anything to get her staying down there on the ground and not let her up. Sometimes that might be as simple as me sweeping that front leg out from underneath her as she's trying to get up. All right? But again, anything you're going to let your student practice with this drill at home, make sure you're practicing in slow motion. I don't want anybody, moms or dads or brothers or sisters, anybody getting hurt while we're practicing this at home. I think it's just a good thing for us to practice. So it'll be something we work on, not something that I want them to do in sparring. I don't ever want anybody to end up on the ground in sparring. If they do, we want to stop, help them up, bow, and restart. But it's always a great thing to know, a great life skill, knowing at this level I think they'll be mature enough to be able to work on this together as a team and get what it's about and how it can relate to them in real life. So that's red belt sparring drill number 2.